It's Easter weekend, and one of my friends asked me, how am I doing at my allotment? Have I spent lots of time up at my allotment over Easter? And I haven't been up there because I've mainly spent my time at home in my greenhouse, kind of tending to my plants, really looking forward for the nighttime temperature to warm up so I can make a bit of space and get my aeoniums and my succulents outside. I just have a bench full, like a plant stand of these, because I absolutely love these, and there's some really pretty ginger at the back. But what's happening now is my plants that have been growing, the slugs are starting to get hold of them. And what I'm going to do is a bit of a boring job, but this yellow courgette was growing really beautiful, and then it's just been chewed by slugs. And these deep root trays, every year I've been buying these deep root trays after watching Monty on Gardener's World discuss plastic and gardening, because obviously we use so much plastic, and what he said was, buy the best plastic that you can afford, don't buy the flimsy trays. So I started to buy these deep root trays, which are actually a little bit more expensive, but they last so much longer, and they're brilliant because I can leave my plants in there for a significant amount of time. Some plants I just leave in there, and then I just separate these and they go straight into the ground. The only negative I found with these, which is a negative with anything you're growing, is like this has been annihilated, you have to go through every single tray, and as you can see, the slugs just live quite nicely in between the little slits. So I've got quite a few things growing in these deep root trays at the moment. Nothing's really come up here. This is my popcorn. I only planted these last week. I planted some inside on a heated tray, and everything that's been inside on the heated tray has sprouted really quickly. So I'm going to move this popcorn inside after I've checked for slugs. And this is my red broad beans and my red sweet corn and runner beans, and I'm going to move those inside on the heated mat as well. So today is number one job, trying to get rid of as many slugs as possible. I've mainly got all of my plants, or my flowers here. I grow so many flowers at my allotment for the pollinators, and I have a little bit of an obsession with dahlias. There's so many dahlias here, but I'd be expecting these to be much bigger. I think I sowed these in February, but again, they're getting battered by the slugs, possibly the mice as well. I'm expecting these to suddenly shoot into life. Now we are in early April, but hopefully they'll get a little bit better. I think I was a bit premature bringing my tomato plants into the greenhouse, and definitely my aubergines. Since I transplanted my aubergines, these guys are not particularly happy, but I'm really confident that they're going to recover. I just think the nighttime temperature is a little bit too cold for them. I've gone really overboard this year on orange straw flowers, or straw flowers in general. I love straw flowers. More beetroot up here. I always do a crazy amount of beetroot, and these tomatoes, they really should be potted up, but I've run out of compost. More chilies and tomatoes. These aubergines here looking a little bit ropey, and then I have my squash just started nicely. So a couple of the quino peppers. I love these little peppers. These are my favorite little peppers. I haven't done much chili this year. I always overdo chili, but these are my Tabasco chilies. some random tomatoes that started to pop up, and when I have some seedlings that pop up, I'm just like, I'll give you a chance. I never ever dispose them. I always try to keep them. What have I got here? Again, more straw flowers. I love straw flowers. Some zinnias growing here. My friend bought me back some seed from Portugal. This is Portuguese basil, which is looking great. And then some lemongrass, looking a bit ropey. These are Mexican sunflowers. I absolutely love these. I had tons of these at my allotment about 4 or 5 years ago, and they looked amazing. So trying to get a few more, loads of sunflowers in general, and then marigolds. I know marigold is such a kind of like basic plant, but I really, really like them. And I try to have borders of all of my vegetables as a companion plant for these. So more marigolds here. And the beautiful Yankee Doodle dahlia. So lots and lots of flowers. I've got to go through, these are my zinnias here. I was hoping to literally just keep these in the deep root trays all through, or basically until I plant them at my allotment and in my garden. But I'm going to have to go through these because once again the slugs are eating them. So I'll do a quick tidy up of those. Oh, I just love these. I mean, seriously, look at that colour. That's Pink Witch, which is one of my favourites. I've had this for about 4 or 5 years. I bought it as a tiny little overpriced cutting, but it's taken quite a long time to grow, but I absolutely love it. That's one of my favourites. And then this one, oh, look at that colour. This I got from the Eden Project 2 years ago. Absolutely beautiful, along with this one as well. And this one here came from one plant. Basically, one year we had a storm and one of the glass panels in the greenhouse, my very tidy greenhouse, broke, and it basically the plant fell over, and I just literally stuck them really. I didn't put any rooting powder or anything. I just stuck them in any available pot, and every single one of them, like I've got so many of these, every single one of them, I mean, that is just so useful, isn't it? Every single one of them came up, but the ones that I really want to grow and just go crazy are these ones, and they're taking their sweet damn time, but that's okay. I bought these plants this year from Holland, I think they came, Farmer Gracie, and this is an orange oriental poppy. I saw this on one of my neighbour's plots at the allotment. He grows some beautiful flowers as well, and I was like, wow, orange poppy, how do I not know about an orange poppy? More orange poppies here. And then this is a kind of orangey yellow Heliopsis, which just is gorgeous. That one's called Orange Marmalade. So I bought those plants as root cuttings and just gave them a soak, potted them up, and that was probably about 4 weeks ago. These guys are doing really, really well. So more succulents here. They're looking a bit ropey, but that's okay. They just need to be outside and get some sun. So plan of action today, slug patrol. And I bought this one, I forgot about this one. I bought this one from the Eden Project. I mean, honestly, look at that colour. It is stunning, isn't it? Yeah, I'm quite obsessed with these. I could have a whole area, but in a couple of weeks I'm going to turn my potting bench into a plant stand, and this will be full. And then my husband will say, why did you cover your potting bench with your workbench with plants? And I was like, because it makes me happy. And then I have so many plants, and then I will just work in this tiny little space here. But that's fine, because when I'm working I look at my plants and it brings me joy. There's more here on my other workbench. So basically these are all my brassicas. I've got more beetroot here, so I've done 3 trays of beetroot. I hope to have at least 2 beds of beetroot this year. I'm going to try and preserve and what the Americans call canning or pickling or jarring as much beetroot as possible, and make some nice beetroot and chocolate cakes. Got some cauliflower here, red cabbage, and the lovely big Toscana kale. That is my favourite kale. And then here there's rainbow chard, some broccoli, purple kale and the dwarf kale. That seed hasn't come up. And then I think I've got more broccoli. Yeah, purple sprouting broccoli here. And some strawberries that I just planted up from my patch that have just rooted in the wrong place. So lots and lots of work to do. This is the time of year where you've got to be pretty on it, because things can get out of control pretty quickly, but it's okay. It's all part of the experience and the learning curve.